Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Buongiorno.
Hello everybody, you're very welcome to Journos, the show where we talk about some of the stories of the week you won't hear George Huck flap his cheeks about. From the DCFM World Headquarters that were nearly demolished. From the headquarters in the heart of Dublin City University, I'm Kevin Kelly.
I'm Aidan Delaney.
Ryan, Ryan, that's your part to come in.
Oh, sorry,
wait.
he's not here.
Yes, okay,
Yeah,
well then.
that's right, he left
all right.
us.
Okay, Jamie and Cormac, you go now.
No,
No,
they're
not
here
them either. No, it's
it's very
this is
lonely
great.
in here.
Yeah, it's just me and Aidan holding down the fort. Out of everybody, I wouldn't have picked Aidan. But that's okay.
I wouldn't have picked me either. It's fair enough.
Well, it's fine. We'll still do something. We'll come up with some crap to talk about right now. You can listen to us online, dcufm.com, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff.
We might actually get a website one day.
Yeah, that's great.
Keep watching the...
I'm sure bj.com is
internet.
available.
Probably.
Why would that be used?
Poor.
Busy day today. We had the Bill O'Hurley.
Which I lost.
You did last. I keep forgetting you ended up playing for the College U and that. Sorry, I mean, you ended up playing for one of the other teams.
I played in goal, so I actually let in all the goals. So technically I was playing for
You
it.
totally different score in OG.
Yep. So, yeah, I scored. So, yeah, I won.
That's all
Remember,
that
you can
matters.
keep in touch with the show by tweeting us at BonJournosDCUFM, liking our Facebook page at facebook.com/BonJournosDCUFM, and you can subscribe to the show on YouTube at youtube.com/BonJournosDCUFM.
We didn't do a show last week because
Time and
we
assignments
were pushed for assignments and also
because just college work in college.
what's that about?
No, none of that.
Yeah. Anyway, as we said, there's only two of us in studio, but that's fine because Jamie is going to co-host the show with us in text form.
Yep. Come on. What's he saying?
He texts me saying #wish I was there.
Oh,
Yeah, and I replied, we wish you were here too because there's only two of us here. He goes,
did he hashtag in a message?
feck you serious? Pa ha 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 ha.
No.
I'm
Punctuation there.
Yeah. Pa ha ha ha. And then I'm there in text form. So
Good
that's
stuff.
good. Someone's here with us anyway. We might be talking to Ryan later on in the show. We hope so anyway. I mean, not Ryan.
Somebody.
Someone else. Yeah.
Somebody.
Well, that's fine. We still got some stories to talk about, will we?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. We'll start with man. Our first theme of the show is poop.
Yeah, it usually is because poo is great.
Yeah.
Well, not great. Don't
That's
eat
great
it.
stuff.
Yeah, like this man that's coming up here now.
California bank robbery suspect eats own feces after taking witness stand. You could say he was talking shit.
He also
sure.
has a big thing on his forehead
Yeah, what is that?
and shaved half his head. He's quite the man.
Yeah.
He is quite the man you would imagine eats feces on a regular basis.
Andrew Gilbertson is his name. Remember we said about those just people with two names? Stick a son at the end, that's even worse.
He was done taking crap from prosecutors.
Oh, yeah. So a suspected California bank robber decided to dish out some of his own and seekingly ate a handful of his own feces while at the stand. How did he even do it?
Like,
There's
did he
a video
think this
here,
was
we'll
going to?
play
You know, this man can eat his own feces. Let's let him back out in the street.
Yeah.
That's not how life works.
I don't think that he can eat his own feces. It's that he did.
Yeah.
We all theoretically can.
Well, no, I don't want to.
I don't.
He
There's
was
a video here that I'm trying to get the
a 40-year-old convicted sex offender is on trial for allegedly robbing a bank of America branch in San Luis Obispo.
San Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It's California.
So not only does he
It's northern Mexico.
rape people, he also robs people. So he's quite the man you want at your house party.
Jamie texts us again saying, I said more has than that hat.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
did.
Good man, Jamie. Thank you so much. He allegedly wore a hat and a pink child's backpack for the raid.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
See, it's all starting to come into fruition here because the Paso Robles resident is pleading not guilty by reason of insanity, which is
Oh.
probably a good shout.
I don't know. The whole insanity plea, you can get away with anything when you use that.
Well, you know, if you like to eat your own poo, that's
Eat your own poo. If you're into that kind of thing. Hang on, I've completely forgot we've got beds here. Will I use one?
yeah, do it.
Let me see, what do I have?
See, it's usually Ryan that
Yeah,
runs
it's
the
usually
show.
Ryan here, but I'm
But
behind
he's
the desk here.
he's not here because he
No.
decided to go home.
It's like he lives there or
Not
something.
not home. but his other home. This is his home.
Yeah, well,
Right
the
here.
hotkeys aren't working for me now. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Beautiful.
This is bad.
I know.
It'll do.
When the trial later resumed, a mental health expert testified that he had seen the suspect hitting himself to get rid of the voices inside his head.
Oh, this man needs help.
Give him the chair. Give him the chair, Dad.
Did you just burp in the can?
No.
Sorry. It could be this music. The music is
He
burping.
probably.
Yeah. City posts signs to deter joggers from pooping on the trail.
Yeah, don't do that, people.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Your dog might understand. They're not toilet trained. You're a goddamn human being who has
You've agreed to the laws of
discovered
society.
medicine and been to the moon. Don't crap on the trail.
And, when you're jogging, you're supposed to... Don't poo anyway.
Yeah, don't poo in Hampton, Illinois. 2 new signs have been posted due to an increasing number of complaints that have been received over the last 2 years regarding human feces being left on the bike path in the city park. Oh,
What if the dogs are doing it? And, they're just framing the humans. Has anyone actually seen anybody take a dump?
what's the difference between dog poo and human dung? Do you remember when we
I
went
don't know, there was a few Oreos in the human one.
Sweet corn. Do you remember we went camping last year?
That's right.
Someone took... okay, where we were staying was like a nice little cliff over a beach. It was heavy.
It was beautiful.
It was lovely.
Except for the poo.
Yeah, there was 2 like tracks down onto the beach, and someone took a dump on one of them.
Maybe it's good to, because someone is taking a dump on this path. Maybe, when you take a dump on a path, it's like good luck or something.
Yep.
Because people are crazy, yo.
Most people assume the signs were for dogs, but Public Works Supervisor Scott McKay, what an American name, Scott McKay, can attest that there's actually a human being defecated on the trail due to the evidence of used toilet paper that's
I'm
left
telling you,
behind
it's
as
the
well.
dogs framing him because
The dogs can't use toilet paper.
Andrex puppy. Bang. There you go. So, we never know.
Yeah.
There's also a lovely little smiling poo on the sign. We have pictures of the sign here.
it's a
and the
poop
poo is
emoji.
smiling. So, good stuff.
McKay states when the individual does it in the right in the lane.
I like
It does it,
It's
yes.
not a human
No,
being.
you don't deserve to be
It's
called a name if you're pooing in the trail.
in public.
It's not in the centre line. It's not off in the grass. It's right there in the middle of the jogging lane. Like, it's a direct path where a biker or jogger would run over. Oh God!
So maybe he didn't even stop jogging. Maybe he was just, well, I've got to go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, what
It's
did we
like
think of
have
that
you-
story? Was it sugar?
Great. There was a story. No, there wasn't. I'm not talking about stories. There was ads.
Lies.
Well, shelter ads.
Lies.
Yeah, lie. Where it's from the HSE or some health crap anyway, and they were kept saying, what were they saying? It was to do with poo being left on the streets, saying children can pick it up and it can make them go blind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that.
There's some disease, toxis something it's called, where if children mess with poo, they can be blinded.
Just as a bit of a tangent, do you know where the what do you call it? The banana slipping on a banana joke that's in like every TV show ever came from?
Where?
It's actually a critical analysis of the streets of America during the 19th century. They used to throw bananas on the floor because the
Shows
state
getting
of the
deep.
streets. Yeah, I know, yeah.
Wow.
Right. So,
Like why? All right.
so not only are we having a bit of a laugh, we're
Yeah.
going to learn things.
We're going to learn you.
Yep.
And here's another thing you can learn: your poop water contains valuable metals.
Is it only the poop water now, or is it when you pee in the water too?
I don't know. What's poop water? It's the
I assume it's the water surrounding a poo.
it's not a constituent of said poo makeup. Ooh, poo makeup. Ooh. Americans are
Oh,
flushing.
you think it's the water in the poo?
I don't know. Let's find out. We should
Yes.
read the stories beforehand. Americans are flushing a lot of valuable metals, according to new research by the United States Geological Survey.
Maybe they're just eating the metal.
What?
Maybe they're eating the metals.
Yeah, it's like you have to have a certain amount of iron in your body.
Yeah, I like a bit of liver, and there's iron in liver.
Yeah, no, you're weird for that.
Thank
We
you.
had this discussion before. If an organ has a function, don't eat it. Every organ has a function.
Yeah.
If it's below the breast, don't eat it. If it's between the breast and hips,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't eat it.
So you can eat the sexual organ then.
Oh god, yeah.
Fair
Do not eat chicken dick.
No, I do not eat chicken, Nick.
Fish sticks.
Let's keep going.
It's fish sticks. For 8 years,
I am not a gay
researchers
fish.
took monthly samples from wastewater treatment plants across the country and catalogued what they found. Silver was common, as well as copper, lead, and vanadium.
There was 28 parts per million poo. So out of a million poos, 28 of them had little bits of silver in them.
So
I'm telling you, that's just people eating
so
silver.
say a million poos, 28 of them were solid silver.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. So it's 28 parts per. So if you broke one poo into a million parts, 28 of them are silver.
Ah, okay, yes.
So that's how that works. Wow, hang on. Why would you shit that? That's like that can make you money. All that cash for gold crap. I'm sure there's a cash for silver. I would love that.
Poo for gold.
Poo for gold. Show title.
Brilliant.
That's gonna be great for the SEO.
But yeah, no. I don't fancy searching around my poo just in case there might be a tiny little bit of silver.
What's your one's name? They used to do it. They go through people's poo.
Oh,
Yeah, what you eat.
yes.
That
Gillian
McKeith. Yeah, she must be a billionaire.
Maybe, yeah, she just stuffs a bit of it in her
She's
pocket.
a millionaire. Then she paints houses in the summer, so she's a billionaire. So yeah, there's on the site that we're looking at, this from TheVerge.com, there is a close-up microscopic picture of poo, which they.
Is that what that is?
I'm assuming. Why is it blue? This parts of it are blue. You might want to get that checked out. There's a lead-rich particle and a gold-rich particle. So it's not even a proper particle. It's
It's
just
just
a
a
rich
tiny.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever.
interesting fact: a city of 1 million people, such as Dublin's a bit over that now, but we'll call Dublin, produces $13 million in sewage-based minerals per year.
Wow.
Yep,
Really?
that could get us out of recession, lads.
Yeah. Jeez. It's bad to think
Stop
that this country
pooing
went
in water.
This country
Poo
went
on the street and search through it, and then you can throw it in the water.
poo in the liffey because it already smells. It's bad to think this country went broke over 40 million. Yet there's people like 40 billion. Sorry, people like Bill Gates who have 70 billion.
Yeah.
They not buy Ireland.
Why would you buy Ireland? Think of all the moaning
The
we
West.
do.
The West is nice. Everyone loves the West part anyway. Okay, what should we play song?
Let's play a song.
Move on because I've got some more stuff. Everything's going mad here. Everything's great. You're listening to Journos DCFM. What colour is poo, Aidan?
Well, especially these ones, they're kind of a goldish brown.
Oh yeah. The Stranglers.
That's about heroin.
Is it?
Yep.
I thought it was about poo.
Nope.
Well, that's completely changed the whole everything about this song. About this show, even.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
We're encouraging heroin use.
No. Oh, here we go. DCUFM and its affiliate programs do not condone the use of blah 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 blah.
Give us some if you have any.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
Society Awards. Society Awards tonight, so lots of other drugs are going to be taken. Hopefully not that one,
yeah.
though. Yeah. What do you say we do a bit of this? Oh yeah, world news time. Even though everything we do is kind of world news, but fine.
Yeah, because nothing happens here.
No,
But anyway.
it's not serious news here. Like doing up new proclamations.
Why don't we have a great story like a blind man who faces a benefits investigation after dart success?
Brilliant. I love this. This is from England, from the BBC. This came from in Devon. This is a beautifully English story.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
I like to think that it's not. Okay, so he threw 180 at the charity darts match, which was to raise money for guide dogs.
Because
Yeah.
blind people.
Yeah, how ironic. But I like to think that the person who reported him wasn't because he says he's blind and he's doing well. It's because they lost.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was just, no, he must have been cheating. I mean, I saw my own one eye, because blind.
Robert Boone, 50, was involved in the 10-hour event to raise money to train guide dogs.
They were doing darts for 10 hours?
Yeah, it's like a bullseye marathon challenge.
Oh, yes.
No one even watched that for that long. He said he received a letter from the Department of Work and Pensions in the UK questioning his eligibility to claim benefits. Yeah. Hey, no.
Hey.
I'm able-bodied and I can't throw 180.
So he must be Superman.
I played darts when I was younger, and even if I was blindfolded, I could still hit the board, he says. I've been victimised. I'm absolutely fuming.
So was he able to see when he was younger, or did they blindfold him because that's really cruel?
He was born...
We're gonna put a blindfold on you, and even though it doesn't matter.
Will you fold you? He was born with defective eyesight, and in recent years his ability to see has rapidly declined. And he's registered as blind. See, this is the thing, right? There's a difference between legally blind and being blind.
Blindy blind.
I have glasses. I can talk about this. It's fine.
I'm one of them people.
I'm one of them people. I can talk about people with glasses and possible future diabetics and get away with it. Yeah, you can be legally blind, which is just you can't see very well. You can't see well at all.
Yeah.
Or you can be blind, which is you can't see. So depends on the lighting, really.
So how much percentage of blindness do you have to have?
I don't know the exact
there's people with 5% and there's 20% and
there's 20/20, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Why did they call like proper blindness 20/20 and not 100?
Yeah, I suppose.
You've got 2/5 vision. Congratulations, here's your plane.
He notched up around 61,000 points during his 10 hours. This guy was seriously good.
Yeah, he knocked up these points at the charity event after being inspired by a group of blind dart players in Cornwall.
So Devon had to go. No, if they can do it, we can show them up.
Ridiculous. I'm going to get 180.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So there you go. They raised 10 grand for guide dogs. So that's the moral of that story. If you're blind, play darts.
Because you'll be good at it. Because of sense or something.
Don't trust technology because a GPS may have told a man to drive off a bridge in Indiana.
Turn left. But there is no turn left.
Turn
left. Brilliant.
An out-of-town driver, following his car's outdated GPS system, drove off a demolished Indiana bridge, killing his wife in the passenger seat. He just wanted to kill the owl. So,
the GPS told me to do it.
A Fiktcar Hussein drove the couple's 2014 Nissan Sentra, available at Nissan Sentra. Yeah.
Thanks for the plug there, Kev.
Yeah. Available at Windsor Raheny today, off East Chicago's Klein Avenue Bridge, which closed in 2009, and is barricaded with bright orange barrels and cones.
Are you sure, GPS? Because it doesn't seem like we should drive over here.
The car burst into flames. That's a 37-foot plunge. The Times of Munster reported. What a great name for a newspaper.
In America.
Yeah, Times of Munster. It's probably some
Good
guy.
Stuff.
Yeah. His wife, 51. He's 64. She was 51. Not for him. Good man yourself. Good man yourself. If
You're only as young as you feel.
Yeah. How young do you never? I'm not going there. So yeah, the GPS was like, turn left here at demolished bridge.
And he went, okay.
I don't know. Jamie Concannon still keeping us up on the text. He says KK's saws I is putting some salmon that I caught myself on the grill because I'm manly as fuck.
I thought Jamie was intelligent.
Jamie,
Sorry,
an S is not a Z. I'm sorry. You're a cool lad, so don't do that. You're already cool enough.
He was cool, yo.
The first church of cannabis was approved after Indiana's religious freedom law was passed.
Oh, yeah. America.
This backfired
freedom.
on them. We're staying in Indiana there because the last thing was in Indiana.
That's right. No, it was in Chicago. And I found out today.
It says drive off Indiana Bridge.
But it was in East Chicago. No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We're not geographicalists. The first Church of Cannabis, Inc. has been approved by Indiana's Secretary of State after the state's religious freedom legislation became law last week.
Naturally, isn't it like the first thing you can do? Like, you can make a church about whatever you want. Weed.
Yeah. See,
do this.
People started giving out about this law because it came. This was the law that said businesses can refuse to serve gay people on religious grounds.
Which is
whatever you want to say about that. We have a referendum coming up. Would be nice.
Yes. Yeah, we love everybody.
We love the world. But this has backfired on them by saying, well, hey, if anyone can practice any religion, I'm going to start a weed religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can't stop me from smoking weed because it's probably my religion.
Church's founder, Bill Levin, said he filed paperwork in direct response to Indiana Governor Mike Pence's signing the Religious Freedom Restoration Act into law last Thursday.
He said he wanted to start a church based on love and understanding with compassion for all, which he just stole out of the Bible. That's surely a quote out of the Bible.
Cannabis is listed as the church's sacrament in the doctrine. So instead of raising up bread, they'll raise up weed.
He said the church will plan to grow hemp but it won't buy or sell marijuana, so it won't even be real.
What is
It won't even be good. It's the terrible stuff. It's like the synthetic stuff, I think.
Is it because they use it for everything? You make clothes and bags out of it. Hair.
If someone is smoking in our church, God bless them.
This guy who says it, he said he's not religious. He's going to start a pot church.
Church on pot.
Mass in that place sounds fun.
Marijuana is actually illegal in Indiana for both medicinal and recreational use.
Not for religious.
Nope.
It would appear.
There's more than 7,000 Facebook fans, so go on.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Most of them are in Colorado. Or, I don't know, where's a smoke spot?
Washington.
Shannon.
Hey.
Hey! Let's move on to Florida, where a man was shot in the foot after a staring contest at a gas station.
That sounds really serious.
That sounds really serious.
when you really want to beat someone, and your eyes are watering up, and you're, I'm gonna take out my gun and shoot you in the foot.
I really have to blink.
I'm not gonna lose this.
I'm going to distract you
by shooting you.
Police say a man was shot all because of the way he looked at the gunman. Gunfire rang out in the parking lot of Murphy's Express Gas, that has to be Irish, station on Beach Boulevard just after 11 p.m. Motive for the shooting? Staring.
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
According to police, the victims were staring at the suspect for too long while pumping gas. Once the victims finished getting the gas pump at 5, they started driving out past the convenience store towards the exit. And say, before they could get there, a suspect ran up and started shooting him.
Yeah, come back here, you bad person.
So people started staring, and they said, no, you can't stare at me. I'm going to stare anyway, because I'm a free America.
For America, and if I want to shoot you in the gun, I can go and get away with it, because America.
I think everybody just needs to take a step back and think before you do something,
I'll just point out that this is in Jacksonville, Florida, home of Limp Bizkit and Fred Durst. So there's a bit of context for you.
What's the context?
That it must be a stupid place.
I take it you're not a Limp Bizkit fan.
No, very much not.
They're the lads who
Roland's a good song, but after that, he's just an
okay.
knob.
Well, let's try and solve a mystery. Why are severed goat heads turning up across Brooklyn?
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god, I just realised
Sounds like a Columbo episode.
This is a feature piece, it's huge. It's not a news story.
So it's been happening a long, long time.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So
some say it's a strange religious ritual, others a prank. I went looking for answers by Adrian Chen.
Adrian Chen. Come on, Adrian. Why couldn't you write a short damn story?
How are we supposed to steal this off you?
Yeah.
You make it too long.
You're ruining it for us, Adrian. Goats. Here we go. Let's go to people.com. Goatheads discovered mysteriously appearing in Brooklyn's Prospect Park. So it's
they're
in Mount
very,
yeah.
They're real goats. Very real goats.
Yeah. Severed goat heads keep turning up. The modern discoveries date back to at least 2010.
But it's just the heads, not the bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's eating
But
them.
local says he claims seeing a goat head as far back as 1970s.
Ooh.
Ooh. Heads usually turn up and strewn across the park, more or less intact. There's one skinned and hanging from a lamppost, which there's a photo of.
Yeah,
That's
I can
nice.
see. It's
That's
you know,
lovely.
it's like when you go looking for a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about this.
This-
I come from a bad area.
the city's official stance on the animal remains: it's illegal dumping.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say it's also probably I don't know.
disgusting. And
Disgusting.
awful.
Stop.
Please.
There's probably
Please do
plague
not
or
do it.
something on those damn things.
But you know the way I was saying that they're probably eating the bodies?
Yeah.
What they should have done is they should have kept the heads and made goat's head soup. You don't know what that is. That's a Rolling Stones album.
I do know now. Okay. I
That's a Rolling
see where
Stones
you're
album
coming from.
featuring the song Angie.
The time is now 5:45 on DCU FM. Let's get your news update. And your news update is that as April Fool's celebrations take place across the world, journalists have announced they are sick and tired of trying to come up with witty shit to write about for their publications. Newspapers and websites have been trying their best to make stories to catch people out. Some we've seen so far include the announcement of another rising, and that someone has said that they actually missed Ryan on today's show. The fallout from this year's SU elections is still being felt across campus. The largest student response is still, who? Closely followed by Jesus. President-elect Kim Sweeney has promised to turn this tide by introducing free horse and carts ride for all on campus, while the new welfare officer Donald Harkin has yet to explain to new education officer James Donoghue where the D actually goes in DCU. Minister for Health, Leah Varadkar has refused to comment. And finally, for now, all responsible students will be off campus tonight at the Society Awards, meaning irresponsible students will wreak anarchy across DCU. The library will be burned down at about 11:30 tonight, and the hub will be literally turned upside down sometime early in the morning.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Let's get your sport now with Aidan.
Oh yeah, I'm Aidan Delaney. In sad news today, the manliest man in rugby, Jeff Cross, has lost his beautiful beard. The London Irish prop spent a year growing his majestical man hair, but shaved it off today to raise money for charity. The Scottish international raised £10,000 for the aptly named Wooden Spoon charity for the Scot. But without doubt, the loss of his wonderful whiskers left a lot of people cross. A letter has emerged from a 9-year-old Rory McIlroy to Tiger Woods telling him to watch his back. Rory was a bit of a child prodigy and performed on late-night TV shows doing so-called golf tricks. In the letter, McIlroy apparently told Tiger he was coming to get him. I'd say Tiger wouldn't like to be reminded how that turned out.
Wouldn't?
Yep.
Would?
Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
Finally, DCU's annual Bill O'Hurley Cup match was held today at the AstroTurf pitches here on campus. It was a tough physical encounter between members of the College View and DCU FM teams. Tackles were flying and there were skills galore with a few howlers in between. FM came out on top by 2 goals thanks to the TV squad being paper thin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Aidan. In weather, the sky outside is a perfect representation of our job prospects. Grey and bleak. Later on it'll be dark because the sun will have finished his shift and he's not getting any bloody overtime, so you may do with that moon and this crew, the damn stars. Now, you're up to date on DCU FM. Sorry, that just stopped.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, good stuff.
I would also like to apologise that we've had 2 songs referencing heroin.
Yeah, we've had
show.
a lot of heroin references on the show. Weed,
we
heroin,
don't need
and
to
ghost
go-
heads. I can't
Yeah.
say heroin properly.
Heroin.
Heroin. Anyway, we'll take a quick break here on DCU FM and we'll be right back. Imagine a place where you're free to do anything you want, become whoever you want to be, and use any gun you goddamn want to. Well, that place exists, and it's called Liberty Land, the freest place in the world. Ride the Constitution Coaster, read the Declaration of Fundependence, and waltz through the streets of downtown Liberty Land. Our women are buxom, our men are strong, and our children will do what they're told. So come to Liberty Land, where you'll have a George Washington of fun.
Are y'all ready to get chipped? Hi, I'm world famous singer song stealer Chip Board, and I'm here to tell you about my new album, Loose Chippins. Hear me cover songs such as The Callings, Wherever You Will Go, But I Will, and I will, Pearl Jam's Alive. And everyone's favorite 90s band, Creed, with their song, With Arms Wide Open. Travel back in time with me to a time when music was rad, the 90s. but only 90 kids will remember. But everybody spot out. Oh, buy loose chippings in any semi-decent charity shop today. And bring the 90s back. Plus, Taylor Swift is up.
Are you finding it hard to keep in touch with your loved ones? Are social media sites like Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, MySpace, Google+, Bebo, Tinder, Skype, and Viber just not enough? Well, we here at Hipster Sachet Creations are proud to announce our newest creation, Twitlink Face Snapper Book app. Share photos of your homemade cheese sandwich to see how few people care about your culinary skills. Feel like you're appreciated by people too awkward to talk to you in real life with our patented liking system that's totally different to Facebook. Honest. Join tens of people who have began linking their twit snaps on our app. So if you, like us, feel like keeping in contact with your friends on a site that they will actually use is too mainstream, then pay the minimal sign-up fee of €74 for a free trial of our app. Twitlink Face Snapper Book app, because your need for attention knows no limits.
Those ads brought to you by our generous sponsors.
Us.
Us, yeah.
Because nobody's paying.
We love us, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
Now, we were meant to have Ryan now. We
Yep,
have the
it's
technology
usually-
to get onto Ryan.
We usually open the box, let out.
I have it here somewhere. I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, there's no need.
Aidan, do some talk for a second.
Oh no.
Oh no! I've literally thrown you into the deep end. No, there isn't. It's not here, is it?
I think it's in the hotkeys. Anyway, let's forget all about that because he's
Whatever.
not here.
Screw Ryan. Right, if you don't want to be here, that's fine.
He's in Northern Ireland somewhere.
Say, Cormac is here. Cormac's probably in Newbar.
No, probably not. He's probably in the gym.
Oh, nerd.
Yeah, what a nerd.
What a nerd. Gonna work out.
So, unfortunately, we can't do Dear Ryan today. Not because Ryan's not here.
No.
They're two different people.
Yeah.
But
Oh, no, that's nothing to do with each
It
other.
just wouldn't be fair
Yeah.
if Ryan and Jamie and Cormac weren't here.
We miss them dearly.
Air quotes.
Air quotes.
Dearly.
You got them there.
Brilliant.
We had all these great questions for Ryan ready to go, but hump them.
Yeah.
We'll skip them over. Come on, we'll do them next week. Maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't we time to end the show?
Aww.
Oh, that means it's time for our
Aww.
story of the week. That doesn't work when there's only two people.
Yeah, true.
It's fine. Stray dogs pay respect at animal lover's funeral.
Aww.
Oh, so there. When stray dogs showed up and paid their respects at animal lover Margarita Suarez's funeral, a few eyebrows were raised. Were the dogs mourning? Did they sense a kindred spirit? Were they sent as ministering angels to comfort the bereaved?
Wow, what a load of nonsense.
Maybe they were just hungry.
Yeah.
You ever see the show Seventh Heaven? Not Seventh
I
Heaven.
remember.
It's touched by an angel.
No.
Emin's at the door. He wants to come in. He's not coming in. He's wearing a dicky bow. Damn it.
we're going to
I
keep
don't have
going.
a dicky bow. Never mind. Yeah, that was a show touched by an angel, which sounds creepy today.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
back then it was like, oh, this is so great. God's wonderful. Let's do a show about
Seventh
angels
Heaven
touching
was
people.
kind of like that.
Seventh Heaven was Christian as heck.
Yeah.
It was disgustingly Christian. The pack of vagrant pooches appeared at Suarez funeral in Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico.
Is it Mexico?
Mexico. So there's pictures of just all the dogs sitting around. Oh, it's too sad. But the dogs care about this woman who cared about animals. They sensed this kindred spirit. And they said they were angels.
But she was surprised to see the dogs as they weren't regulars of Mrs. Suarez because she actually lived in Merida, Yucatan, which is 830 miles away from the funeral location. So either the dogs walked 830 miles or
Why
just
was her
random
funeral
dogs.
830 miles away?
Maybe
It's the
that's
nearest church.
maybe it's the nearest.
Mexico's a surprisingly huge country.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
The doggy brigade were at home at the place of worship because they were buddies too. The large mutts lounged casually around the funeral urns, candles, and censers. There was no quarrelling. Oh,
There's actually research that say that dogs may mourn just as deeply as humans do. So it's probably better, instead of getting all those old people that kind of know you. At least dogs will care.
yeah. Dogs are better than humans. They can smell cancer. They're happy to see you when you come home, and they're just more crack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dogs
so.
are more crack than humans.
Yep.
Show title.
Let's go to
Let's do that.
let's go to a dog shelter right now.
Let's go to a dog shelter right now and just say we want them all.
Yeah.
We're going to call him
Give me
BJ and we're going to love him forever. End of the show. Now it is over. Thank God, because this was a weird show.
Let's never do this
Let's
again.
never be what?
Us.
Yes.
Us too. We don't.
40% of the show brought you 100% of the show today. Nearly. Yeah. We did.
Jamie chipped in.
Jamie chipped in. Yeah, Jamie drew in an old joke or two with his
41%.
quotes. Yeah, good man, Jamie. Anyway, that's the show for this week. We'll be back next week. We're running steadily out of time.
I know. We've only got about 3 weeks left.
I think so. Yeah,
So
that's very strange. 3 weeks until we have something special planned.
Exactly.
Yes,
Just
it's not another damn song. We're not doing another bloody song.
really, because I've written one.
You can go record with your own show. Make your
I
own. Do Metal Massacre song. You're not doing my.
will.
I
will. Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna love it.
And it's gonna win awards.
Oh, you like that, are you?
No, I'm just trying to.
Bitter.
Doesn't matter.
Bitter. Doesn't matter anyway. Right. Good luck, everybody. Stay tuned. Another show up next.
I'm
New Sport and
Aidan
Weather
Delaney.
at the top of the hour. I'm Kevin Kelly. Talk to you next week. Bye bye.